That was an amazing introduction. I was almost about to faint the moment I walked in. That's too much to bite off, too much. Uh, Thank you all for coming here. It gives me great honor to be present here today. I'm running a little late though. I've been rushing from the airport, trying to get ready in the airport's bathroom so that I look pretty presentable in front of all you guys. And do I? I'll take that as a compliment. So I really thank this entire group of people who've been doing amazing work. And I don't know what have I done to be worthy enough to be standing here today and receiving a felicitation, but it really feels good to be here. So I said that I am supposed to speak. I am one of the speakers, and trust me, I'm not going to bore you any which ways. You guys have been sitting for very, very long, and I do not have any kind of speech ready. But are you guys ready to hear a small story? Would that be entertaining? Like it is a little bit like a film, lot like a film. It's got gossip, masala, entertainment, action, everything. On? Do I hear it from you? Louder, please. It doesn't give me, my legs still shiver. I get nervous on stage. So you were good. So, so let me tell you a story of a little girl born and brought up in Kolkata. She comes from a lower middle class family, but very loving family, a very, very loving family, has a sibling, a father and mother. And let's start with little बीच में नहीं लाते हैं थोड़ा ड्रामा पहले ही ला देते हैं so she's that little girl who had been denied admission in a very posh school, English medium convent, because not because she was not a good child who deserves to be getting good education, because her father never had a four-wheeler. So we had a two-wheeler, a scooter, which I got my father painted into pink color because I like pink. I love pink. So that's how the story starts. It's not been a cakewalk. It's not been a bed of roses for any of us probably sitting today here. Everybody has their own struggles to reach where we all are today. My story has been slightly different. So I'd like to share that little girl's story. I wouldn't like to say my story, because that keeps reminding me of all those times, and it's a lot of events that has happened. So I would not like to keep reminding myself of all that. So that little girl, she grew up in a good family. Her father worked very hard to give her good education in some other convent school, in which the criteria wasn't to have a four-wheeler, of course. A two-wheeler was doing the needful. She did get her education. She saw all her friends coming in cars, and they had posh houses, and they would be calling her over to their home, and she would be seeing that they've got nice, pretty bedrooms. So she would come home and she would never ask anything from her father, because somehow we were very matured as kids that we're not supposed to ask for things that we cannot afford. So how do I make my room look pretty? I would take out a lot of paints. I would take out a lot of brushes. Sometimes when brushes were not available, would take a scrubber or a scotch brite. You know what's a scotch brite? Bartan hote hain na? So I would take paints and paint the entire wall and make it look pretty happening. And trust me, it looked really, really good. So I did good job. So that's when I realized that it's not, you can never be a victim to any situation that comes across to you in life. You just need to come up with new ideas. You need to come up, you need to be more enthusiastic, you need to be more energetic, you need to be more positive in life. So it started from then. So she was studying in school, she was doing really well. And then probably when she was 15 or 16, what happens in a Muslim family is, so when you start growing up, and I look like a hybrid personality, I look way more than I I am. So people would come up with shadi ka rishta, and my dad apparently got an amazing rishta for me, and I have been a very obedient daughter, and I obviously said yes because it was a good reputed Muslim family and a big huge family, and they said let's just get the engagement done, and I was like okay, I'm studying. I was very clear in my head that yes, I'm going to get my engagement done, I'm going to get married, and then I'm going to go for my postgrads or my studies. I didn't leave my studies for sure, but I said I can get married, I have no issues. So I was having a good time. thinking about my future. I was very, very happy. And then one fine day, how the media, no offense to any media present here, how the media can shatter one's dreams, can break one from inside, is what I have gone through. So that girl, when she was around 17 or 18, suddenly sees in the news that her fiance, who she thinks will be getting married to in the near future, is somehow an accused in the in a rape case, which is a very big one, which is a national event, the Park Street rape case, which the nation still talks about. So I did not know how to react to it. My parents, too simple, they also did not know how to react to it. So we sat in the room for hours discussing, sitting in front of the TV, listening to all the stories, knowing nothing about it. And I think for the next few months, I did not come out of the room. I was inside the room for like good 1.5 months. Did not want to face the world because the world did not really cooperate. I had no friends. I had no work. No one really wanted to take an actor who firstly was a Muslim, because it's a big it's a big problem in the Muslim community to be an actor. Still, we fought all odds, and I became one. And after that, when such things happen with you in life, all of a sudden, people think it's a big risk to involve them in any kind of their business perspectives. They want to go unharmed. So I had no work. I had no motivation. I had no love. Basically, I was hopeless. I had no faith. It took me months to come out of it. My parents were there with me. They're the only people who were there with me that time, not knowing how harsh the world would be on them or on their daughter. It was very difficult, trust me. So, after a few years, when I decided that I think it's high time, me sitting inside the room will not really help me express my thoughts to the people around. So much of press, so many things to speak about, and so many things which are true, so many things which are untrue. I was confused. I did not know what to do. So one day I thought, let's just come out of that room and let's just be who you are. Let them judge you the way they want to. It doesn't really matter, because no one has fed me but my parents. What is most important for me is I have to keep up to their respect. So I came out. I slowly started to work. No films, no work, nothing but little shows, shoots. Slowly started gaining that confidence, but could never become that confident like I used to be in the past. That promising young lady who had a lot of dreams, the dreams were shattered. Could never be that confident again. Slowly, steadily, after a lot of films and after seeing a lot of things, after a lot of experiences, I realized like me wasting time thinking that what will people think about me was just not worth it. I actually wasted like a good 2 year of my own career just thinking that what will people think about me. They used to look at me like, oh my god, you have gone up and you've raped the woman. They actually thought so, like, I don't know how hilarious would that be. People thinking that a woman can rape another woman and that can become a big issue. So they did that. But slowly I've seen the same people, when you move up the ladder in your life, they start being compassionate towards you all of a sudden. The press, who was always against you, becomes your friend once again. The people who turn their back towards you, they want to be with you all of a sudden. And that's I think the way my story is, your story will also be. When we do better, everybody comes and stands with us. When we're alone, no one does. So I did a lot of films, I gained a lot of fame, and I was respected for my work. Alone, my work spoke for me, which is why I keep on telling every day, it's not what we speak, actually we are. I think our work speaks who we are and what we can do in the near future. It's our actions that speak louder than any words. Then one fine day, I was offered by party's ticket. Mamta Di, who's been very, very great political leader, very, very close to me, and she's like a mother figure. So she told me, would you be able to do it? I said, why not? Because what happens is after a long period of isolation, whenever you meet someone in pain, you tend to start feeling that person's pain. I did that. I did that. And I think that is little special about me. I feel good about myself that when I see somebody in need, somebody in pain, it strikes me directly. So when I got this opportunity of becoming the member of parliament, I didn't know I would win that time, of course. I thought, why not give it a chance? Because it's a bigger platform for me to perform and do a lot for people. Just not winning the elections or becoming a rage in the media and then going back home and sleeping, taking your pilot car around the city and having all the shosha of the MP and then not doing work. Trust me, I still have sleepless nights. I get thoughts, what next, what next, what next? It's crazy. It's not an easy job to do. So I was standing for elections finally. Finally one day I realized that yes, let's do this. Let's go and do the election campaign. So when I entered the constituency, which is Basirhat in West Bengal, I saw the same people who loved me like an actor. They used to love me like an actor, see all my films, and they're huge fans of mine. I suddenly saw their behavior towards me changed. In the sense, they were looking at me like an actor. They would come, click selfies, and they would say, "क्या तो करेगी? अपने लिए कोई काम वाम नहीं करेगी." And then they will take the opportunity to come and tell you, if you don't click photos with us, we will not give you vote. So it has been that crazy. So I've gone through that also. I've gone through people holding my hand for like more than a minute and not leaving. They want a hug. And again that line, same line, repeat. What was the line? That if you don't do this, क्या था? वोट नहीं देंगे. That's what they did with me. But somehow उन्होंने वोट दे दिया because क्या होता है कि eventually when you start going in and you start becoming more people's person. I also forgot I'm an actor. I forgot that where is my makeup studio ka compact and where is my lip gloss. I also forgot. I totally became a people's person. I tried spending time with them. I understood what problem people they have in today's times. I realized what are their needs in today's times, and it's really amazing how to go about delivering that. The thought itself is so intriguing. It's very, very difficult, but I'm still doing it. So I became an MP. They made me their representative. I was happy. I had a huge responsibility over me. I was chalking out plans, everything. But how to put the plans into action? That was a big task. We're still doing that. We have a lot of plans for the constituency. We have a lot of work for the people. We're still doing a lot for the people. Then comes trolling. Abhi bhi log khush nahi hai. Like whatever you do in life, people are just not happy with you. I don't know why. Can you tell me why? Anyone? Just why? Why are people not happy? Like whatever you do in life. Haters? No, I believe that they are your lovers in disguise. They just need lots and lots of attention. Trust me, they are your lovers in disguise. It's just that they want little more. They'll give you two galis. They'll say, "Oh my God, why are you giving galis?" Is the question that they want from us to go there. So all you need to do is we need to ignore them. We need to treat them properly, and the treatment is ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. We've all learned in school, and I think it's high time we just go about following that. Then one fine day when all so I was doing very well in life. My career was good. I was thinking of a lot of things, a lot of new ideas brimming in my head. I was still very far away from love. I never used to have this four letter word love. No faith in that. I can have love towards humanity. I can have love towards my work. I could not have had love towards a man because I already had gone through so much. Here enters my present husband, and that time was we were dating. So we got happily married. The happiest time of my life. I've become an MP. I'm getting married, and we were all very happy. My friends, family, all of us. ये भी लोगों से देखा नहीं गया. You know what did they come up with? They came up with religion. So my question today is, are we living in a country which actually speaks about democracy, secularity, equality? Just give it a thought, because had it been this way, people like me would not have gone through so much of trolling on the social media. People like to know more about us on the social media. They like to follow us. They like to know about what we're eating, what we're wearing, and what we're doing. But they would not like to know that we also have the rights to breathe. We also have the rights to voice our own thoughts. We have the rights to stand against all odds, and come what may, we will not lose. They don't want you to win somehow. So, how to prove to them that we're invincible? I did not have to put in much effort. I just had to get up and voice my thoughts. Me being a Muslim, reading Quran since a very young age, suddenly got married to a man who worships the idol. That was a big issue. So the leaders, the Muslim leaders actually told me that she's not a part of our religion anymore. So now, will today any other individual come and tell you how you're supposed to live your life? Or will come and tell you that what your religion is all about? People with such, they say that they are very learned as far as religion is concerned. Don't they know that the only common link between all religion is love and humanity? I think they've forgotten the basics of their religion. They have. So I had nothing more to say. I had given up hope. I was laughing sitting back at home. But somewhere down the line, it did hurt me. It did give me a lot of thoughts that how can I change? Because it is in our hands to bring about the change. If we give up today, nobody else will help us take the initiative. I did not do much. I just took the initiative to speak up and say what I want in life and speak for all other women from my community who would also want to move out in life or become an actor, become a painter, who would not like to, who would not be having to sit in the house and be imposed by a lot of thoughts or pressure from all the community. I would like to stand up for each and every person today who stands with me in believing what I'm saying is right. Do you believe what I'm saying is right? I need something louder. Because, yes, thank you so much. So, it's at the end of the day, it's your fellow people who are going to show you compassion and kindness. So, we have to be very kind towards our own people. We have to be very kind towards human beings. We have to be very compassionate towards humanity and forget about the fact that religion, politics, I don't think they have any link. There is nothing more better than working towards love and humanity. If today I'm an MP, I do not call myself a politician. I will work for people. I am working for people. That gives me pleasure. That gives me happiness. That is not connected to politics any which ways. These old ideals, these old principles, which has been practicing from like when God knows. I think it's time to break the stereotypes. It's time to bring in something new, something fresh, something that our generation can relate to, something which is more fearless, something which is more unapologetic, something which is more strengthening inside here, not here. This is what I want to say today. So I shared my life story in a nutshell. It had a lot of drama, I'm sure, but I all I wanted to say is come what may in anybody's life. It's not about I'm a woman, so I'm going to face more difficulties. Aisa hota hai, it's just the way you think. We being women, we do not need empowerment. Asking for empowerment means that you feel inside your head that you do not have equality. I don't feel we need empowerment because I feel both the genders are equal. So I will never demean a man saying that it's easier for you and it's not that easy for me. It is difficult for both. It's just the way you take it. So I would like to request you all to believe that in today's times, it is more important to think from the heart and not from the mind always. You can think from the mind to make money, that's not a big issue. Think, make money, enjoy yourself. But when it comes to being a good human being, mind has no role play. Make use of your heart. I am following my heart, and I know hundreds and hundreds of women and men, whoever is listening to me, whoever I convey my message to, I want them to know that they're only supposed to follow their heart and they have to be invincible, come what may. You cannot be a victim to the situation. You cannot be a victim to changes brought about by the government, or you cannot be victim to changes that are happening inside your house by your family. Rather, let's not be a victim to the climatic changes either, you know. We're just being cool in this weather also. So, before I end my erratic speech, I'd like to say something which I really believe in, and I think I wrote this with a lot of emotions. So, गौर फरमाइएगा. ना मैं ना मैं गिरी ना मेरे उम्मीदों के मीनार गिरे, ना मैं गिरी ना मेरे उम्मीदों के मीनार गिरे, पर लोग मुझे गिराने में बार बार गिरे. लोग गिरे, इसमें बड़ा मजा आ गया. मेरी शेर खत्म नहीं हुई है. थैंक यू. सवाल जहर का नहीं, सवाल जहर का नहीं, वो तो मैं पी गई. यही खत्म कर दूं. सवाल जहर का नहीं, वो तो मैं पी गई, पर यार लोगों को तकलीफ तब हुआ जब जहर पीकर भी मैं जी गई. सो आई थिंक दैट शुड बी द स्पिरिट of our young generation today. That should be the spirit of every human race today. Do not give in to anything. Follow your dreams, be a go-getter, and you will surely achieve your goals if you have a vision. Thank you so much for having me here, and it was great speaking to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nusrat Jahan, actor and honorable MP.
Ms. Nusrat Jahan from West Bengal, Republic of India. Nusrat Jahan Ruhi is an Indian film actress who predominantly works in Bengali cinema and current member of parliament from Basirhat. Today, International Youth Committee will honor her with the National Youth Icon Award 2019.